It's been 25 years ago since I've been here, so a lot has happened in all of our lives.
Svakodnevno u fondaciji radimo i zalažemo se za budućnost naših najmlađih. Večeras lansiramo besplatni magazin, sve jake reflektore koji su upereni u novak, a mi usmeravamo ka njima.
Ja se iskreno nadam da ćete vi biti inspirisani večerašnjim događajem. Dame i gospodo, molim vas, zvezda večeri, Boris Beker!
You know, the beautiful thing about being a teenager and being so young is you live in the moment, you live in the present, so you don't think about tomorrow. Tomorrow is far away. You don't even understand pressure because the only pressure you put on yourself.
You won 49 titles in singles. You were #1 in the world.
Everything happened pretty quickly with me. There wasn't much time to dream. You still think it's just another tournament, but all of a sudden I'm serving for the match, and that's when I first time was really nervous. Winning Wimbledon at 17 was the Mount Everest. I think the game strives from the champions of its time. The guy from Switzerland starts winning everything. Then you had a guy from Spain called Nadal, pretty good on clay, no? Then you had a guy from Serbia.
Who's that guy?
You had a guy from Serbia.
What's his name?
Interrupting the party.
And do you think, would you ever beat Nole if you play with him today? I mean, if you when you were at your peak.
I mean, he's my boss, okay? What am I going to tell him? I'm going to tell him now. The player wins and the coach loses. I get that. Fortunately, he's not losing much. In the heat of the battle, he is Novak from Serbia, and that's what makes him strong. Winning is the biggest drug. It's the biggest rush you can feel, and in doing it in a sport you love in front of millions of people, it doesn't get better than that. You have to get off that drug, and it doesn't happen overnight. You have to be yourself. Quality, you have to want to be the best at what you do. Ivan Lendl, and I call him the first professional. From 1985 to 88, he was untouchable. We started training a bit longer. We started spending more time in the gym. We started doing, in those days it was called stretching. Now it's called yoga, but I think it's a similar thing. So that's what we started to do because we saw Ivan Lendl in the locker room doing it before and after matches, and he kept on beating us, so we want to do the same thing. My oldest son is 21. I'll give you a story about him. So. He's mixed race. He was very, very talented in basketball, which is my second favorite sport. And since I was a bit too short and a bit too slow, I was never able to make it. But I thought, my son is bigger. He's got the skin color. He's got the swagger. I mean, he should really do it. The first back in the NBA, I said, what? That was one of my dreams. So he was 16 and he made the German national team. He said, Dad, I need to talk to you. 16-year-old need to talk to you. Okay, fine. And he said, Dad, I love you very much, as you know. But your dream of making it in basketball for me is bigger than my dream. I prefer music. And I say, what? Remember that what your parents gave you when you were 15? The opportunity to play tennis. I just want to have the same opportunity as your parents is giving you. What you gonna say to this guy? That is my driving force. You know, if I can communicate and understand a 21-year-old, and I can communicate and understand a 5-year-old, I'm comfortable.
What is the craziest thing that the fans did for you? Thank you.
The craziest thing a fan did for me?
Yeah.
I can't tell you. Sorry. I'm living my dream. You always have to remember where you're from in order to know where you want to go.